Hello, love bugs. Welcome back to Kara's Love Techniques. I am Coach Kara, and we are here with another relationship video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. New and old, you are most welcome, and I am ever grateful to have you. So, what are we talking about today, guys? We are talking about rebound and karma relationships. Yes? All right. So I know I've done a rebound video in the past. That one is more in depth about rebound relationships. But today we're going to combine being in a rebound relationship and also the karma that comes along with that. So this is more so a video for someone who is on the receiving end of being in a rebound relationship, okay? So let's just get started. So firstly, let's talk about just a little bit of what a rebound situation entails and what that kind of looks like. Many people may not know, or you may not think much of it at first. So you want to be able to identify a possible rebound situation by just simply asking, especially if you are dating with a purpose, you're dating with an intent for something more to progress into something. So you really want to ask, have you recently been in a relationship or are you single? Of course, the answer may be yes. How long were you in that relationship? 3 years. How long have you been single? About 2 months. Red flag. And see, it's really going to depend and matter based on the time frame of the length of the relationship, the duration of it all, and how long they've been single. Because regardless of if they've been single for a year, an individual has the potential to still may not be over someone. So what I'm saying is this individual will need a significant amount of time to get over this person. However, what many people tend to do is they tend to avoid the whole healing process. In order to heal, you have to reveal. You have to literally go through that process. There isn't a way around it. And many people, when they make this foolish act, it's a bit asinine, it backfires. And they do this because, they need someone to pacify them. They're looking for a coping mechanism, some way to feel good through this process while they're taking themselves through it, versus remaining single for a long while, doing some introspection, some healing, gaining growth and the necessary things that you need to do to progress on to becoming a better partner for someone else. They don't want to do that. So they rely on someone else to make them feel good, or somebody's. It may be multiple people. And when you meet someone, don't think for 1 second that you're the first person that they have possibly approached. Okay? So just keep that in mind as well. They're just looking for someone who's going to stick around for a short while, for something casual and or physical. All right? So that's what that situation is going to look like. But here's one thing, aside of asking how long they were in their relationship and how long they've been single, to determine if they are suitable for anything outside, for anything else, okay? The most imperative thing is why did the relationship end? Because what you do not want to be a part of is a part of not only just a rebound situation, but their karma as well. For example, you ask, how did you guys break up? Well, I kind of accidentally slept with my ex's cousin. Yikes. Whoa. You have to know that karma is going to come back around, and you may not want to be a part of that. No bad deed goes unpunished. That's just the karmic law. And I'll explain more about that momentarily. Yes. So you really want to be mindful of why it is they broke up. And that's also going to tell you what type of person that you're about to be dealing with. All right, moving right along. So if you are trying to entertain someone who just got out of a relationship and you're possibly the rebound, you can kind of expect for them to not be as present. You may experience their moodiness and fickle behavior. And the reason why that is because it's that residual energy, that negative energy that they're picking up. You can't help but think about a person if you've been with them for 3+ years, hell, even 2 years. You all don't realize the impact of being in a relationship just simply for 1.5 years can have on you, the trauma it can leave behind. So this whole residual energy is still with them. Trust me, there are thoughts of this person, either it be for resentment, missing them, anger, hate, animosity. So they're going to have all of these emotions, a bundle of emotions going on inside. It's like a war zone within. Of course, they're not telling you this. They're not displaying that. They're coming off as being okay. And of course, you're going to do everything in your power to be seen as the better person, even though you may not realize that you are being compared to their ex. Yes, you are. Especially if it's a very recent breakup, you are going to be compared. So regardless if you know it or not, you may be walking on eggshells very soon. Moreover, when this individual is in that state of mind, and what they may not realize is that they're taking themselves through the healing process. Inadvertently, they really are. They're taking themselves through it, but in a more difficult and challenging way. And see why that is. Like I said, they're dealing with all of these emotions. If you're looking for something more and you're showing them different levels of emotions and that you're interested in it, that you may want some progression, well, it's going to be quite challenging for them because, again, they're having an emotional war zone within. They may not know how to display that during that time. So what you're going to get is a bunch of surface level reactions. It's not in depth. You're not going to get a major part of them. And if so, it is quite an elaboration. It's an act. I promise you it is. Because you've got to know that this person is still thinking and feeling for that past person. Because they haven't gotten past that, whatever transpired. Like I say, it could be a lot of regret there, animosity, a lot of everything. And they may know how to deal with that. All right, so, and that's pretty much it for a karma relationship. You want to be very careful, especially with the karma. So just to give you an idea of what a more toxic rebound karmic relationship looks like. Come on guys, I can't do a video without giving you some sort of mental visual, right? Okay, so here goes. So the whole incident with J-Lo and Ben Affleck. I decided I'll just do someone who's famous so we can all just know who we're talking about. How they were together, they broke up, they went their separate ways, they went with other people. Now Ben Affleck was working on a film set with the other Jennifer, I think Jennifer Garner, if I'm not mistaken. He decided to use her, unbeknownst to her, or maybe she knew, as a rebound. Took her in, made like everything was fine. Boom, weeks later, he's still trying to cope, get through it. Before you know it, she is feeling the brunt of the aftermath of everything that he's feeling within. She's right there picking up his beer bottles, his cigarette butts, having to deal with TMZ. Yes, old Ben turned into a hardcore alcoholic. Yeah, he was wilding. I saw some of the clips when it happened. He was on it. Like, why is that? Because he was still thinking of her. He was having regrets and I wish I could have did, shoulda, woulda, couldas. He took himself through all of that turmoil when he could have just been by himself and healed the way he needed to. Went to therapy, Jennifer was right there taking him through therapy, and after it all, he kind of like shunned her. Needless to say, Ben and J-Lo are back together. They're married. Ironically, they are literally celebrating their wedding this week. Okay? So, having said all of that to say this, be careful about being someone's rebound, because more than likely there's a possibility of them not only taking you through their karmic path, through all that drama, whatever it is that they're going inside. You're going to feel that. You're going to get that negative energy, that moodiness, erratic behavior. And then there's also the possibility of them going back to their ex because of regret or whatever, guilt. So yeah, that's what a real life rebound karma relationship looks like. And I promise you people, you do not want to be a part of that on either side. Okay? All right, loves, I'm going to leave that there for now. Hopefully this has been insightful for you. Be sure to check me out and connect with me on social media, Insta and Twitter. If you need further advice, all of my information will be linked down below. But as always, I thank you for joining me, my loves. Until next time.